All right, we have a new season, and that means it is time to go back to the drawing board and try out some new decks. I finished the previous season playing Sultai Flash and did okay with it, a little bit over 50%, but not by much. But last season, through the gold meta, I basically blasted with the Simic version, and originally I went to add in some of the black cards to shore up some matchups, but I wanted to go back to the Simic version and try out some different card choices and see how that deck works in comparison to the Sultai version. So this is the deck that I'm running currently. Again, I used to run Lookout's Dispersal as a 4 of, but Sinister Sabotage, that Surveil is just so powerful, and a lot of people who play the Flash seem to speak very highly of it. So I'm trying 4 of them instead of 4 of the Lookout's Dispersal. The rest of the deck, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm seeing a lot of different lists pop up. So right now, I don't feel comfortable playing four of Essence Scatter. So I'm just doing 3 of those. Syncopate's card I'm not completely sold on yet, but I've heard people say that it's a good counter. So we'll see. In the sideboard, since we are just blue-green again, I am playing 4 Crafty Cutpurse to bring in against Scape Shift because that's like one of the most popular decks right now. And this deck is not fast enough to interact with it and beat it early. So we will Crafty Cutpurse when their lands come into play. So if they Scape Shift, a bunch of lands come in. We flash this in response to the land trigger, and so the zombies will come in on our turn and we win the next turn. So it can basically just be a 1-card kill. Then I upped the Veil of Summer against Esper. Drakes I just went down to 2. We are pretty decent against Mono Red. And 2 Shifting Ceratops. So yeah, that's what we'll be rolling with, and I might add in 1 Temple of Mystery in exchange for another land. But anyways, that's what we'll do, and we'll dive into some games. All right, our first game, we are on the draw. Huh. It says lands and spells. Not really. I'm going to keep. Nice. So we are playing against Esper Control. And they are much higher. Yep, there's the turn 2 Thought Erasure. They'll take my Cutthroat or the Lookout's Dispersal, which means they probably have Teferi on 3. Just get this guy in here. It is kind of tilting to... Alright, so they're getting rid of their Despark. So they are stuck on lands, which is great, but of course I have literally nothing in my hand, which is frustrating. Last time I played this, I had to mulligan Defies because I had no lands. Yep. Yep, our worst cards we are all drawing. It's great. And now they're hitting all their lands, which is great. This should be a quick game. Quick game. Just gonna hold on to that. Yep, this is great. I love drawing all the lands. 7 out of 12. Yep, we're done. We're done. Alright, let's go to post board. Somehow I got matched against someone that's in like gold 1, which seems good. Alright, so these guys are coming in. Veil Summer's coming in. Merfolk Trickster's garbage here. I actually think I want to go down to 2 Tricksters. It's just, I take them out in so many matchups. Unsummon's probably bad too. And we'll just sit there. Should be fine. Shifting Ceratops. Do I bring that in? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, wow. 100%. What am I doing? What's coming in place of that? Sure. There we go. Get those essence captures out of there. They will probably bring in what? I'm not sure. Well, Teferi. Okay. So we'll do Spectral Sailor, probably turn 2. We'll counter the Lookouts to counter the Thought Erasure that comes. Turn this guy blue. Yep. Huh. Alright. So a Thought Erasure we will counter simply because they're going to take the Lookout's Dispersal anyways. Otherwise, we'll just play Brandborn. There it is. Okay, well, perhaps not. So they must have Cast Down. Okay, that's good. I don't really care about that pirate anyways. That's actually a really good turn of events. Huh. So I think I just want to get this land in. I need to get a green. I can't use you yet. Okay, we may have a chance. We got 2 counterspells. We can counter their Teferi. We can counter Thought Erasure. Lots of good stuff. Here comes the Teferi. Yep. Now we have a 3/2 on the field. And another. Okay, good stuff. If he tries again, we'll counter the next Teferi. And we'll counter that as well. We're going to daze you. Okay, well that's not the land I wanted for Christmas, but if he plays Teferi or Kai's Wrath or something like that, sure. He's clearly got something else. That's why we didn't counter it. Just gonna bash. So he's playing hero. So what are the odds? I'm gonna hold on to this shifting Ceratops and hope that flooding out here 2 games wasn't obviously ideal. And this might be GG right here. Okay, well that's a thing. That is a card. Sure. If there's any card that could get us out of that, that is this one. They've drawn really well here. We'll see. Yeah, that's probably the only chance I'm ever going to get to kill that. Which seems good. And now we'll get some 3/3s. Nice. Just had the perfect answer. And now we're flooding out. But at least we can play our Ceratops with haste. And smash in. down to 5. Okay, if they brick, which they won't. Of course, we bricked too. You're losing your whole board. Oh my word, they did brick. All right. Esper is so tough. I think we're just going to keep it the same way. Anything that's bad here? No. So I play these Veils of Summers in the sideboard, but I just hardly ever draw them. I think I've played Esper, I don't know, 4 different matches and drew it once after a Teferi had landed, which kind of defeats the purpose. Our opponent is AFK. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. I think we're going to keep it. So now, this is great. So we have our Veil of Summer, and we can counter his turn 2 Thought Erasure. Get a nice 2-for-1. It does mean that our start will be a little bit slower. Yes, sir. Stop it. So we draw a card, and their Thought Erasure doesn't work, which feels great. Now drawing an island would be good to turn on all these sinister sabotages, but I'm just going to flash this guy in because can't think of a good reason to not to. Okay, well that was just like the best draw in the world. Yep. Oh, that was great too. All right, well now we're drawing well. Yeah, we're going to do this. And if they do nothing... Oh, and they missed on lands too. There it is. We will Frilled Mystic. All right. Now we're doing better. Just going to pop this in untapped. So we have the ability to Spell Pierce and draw a card, which is important. Stop it, or do that. Stop it. That might be a concession. Okay, so we have enough to... Okay, we're putting in the temple now. Yep. We can double protect these two. Jamakaya's Wrath. Do it. Hostage Taker works as well. We'll just get rid of you. And I think we got this somehow. Somehow managed to pull it out, but don't count the chickens before their arms fall off. That's what I always say. GG. All right. Somehow taking out Esper Control. That felt really good. Those Veil of Summers actually really pulled their weight. So yeah, that felt great. I'll do some more games. All right, round 2. We will be on the play. Seems like a really good hand. We'll go Spectral Sailor into Cutthroat into Sabotage. Keep. I might actually just hold open the cut the sailor until I can get value from it. We'll see, depending on what they're playing. Pass turn. Well, now I just signified that I've got sailor in hand, or opt. Okay, we're playing Nexus, so I think this means we need to put a clock on. But this is good. This should be a decent matchup. We'll see. Okay, so they'll probably growth spiral here. It might be Scape Shift, but I haven't seen Scape Shift playing Memorial to Genius. Please don't have a counterspell. They totally have growth spiral. There it is. I don't think Nexus plays main deck counterspells anymore. Well, that's awesome. It's like everything we wanted for Christmas and more. It is, in fact, Scape Shift. Man, Scape Shift is just everywhere. We don't want you. We want more interaction. That is not interaction. But now we've got a good clock. They shall probably die pretty quickly. That's interesting. I think I need to counter this, right? Yeah. We'll stay ahead on board here. I mean, they're dead in 2 turns, so seems pretty good. If they are in fact Scape Shift, yeah, that was a good call, I think. When are we going to get a foil one of these guys? Kina. Alright, I will be right back whenever they are done stalling. Alright, we may have had a rage quit here. They've gone through 1 timeout and are almost out of their second. But what really matters is the cat is blue now. Alright, good. Well, that's not exactly what we wanted, but get out of here. Just try to end this game as quickly as possible now. Okay. They're still not here, so they probably did rage quit. Alright, here's their 3rd rope. And I might get the win here, I'm not sure. Alright, there we go. So, I'm going to pretend like this is Scape Shift. I guess they left, so we get the wins, and we've ranked up to gold 2 or 3. So, good game. Alright, we will be on the draw here. And seems like a good hand. We're missing double blue, but hopefully we'll draw that in time. Could be Grixis control. We're going to drop a temple now. And we don't want that island. Is most likely Grixis. Yep. Ah, interesting. Okay. So we're just going to flash in. Oh, now I'm punished. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm going to leave the forest just to give us the most amount of time. Probably just going to unsummon him. And reset the Dread board. Dread Horde. And actually, he can't play it now. So, he'll take our Sinister Sabotage, which is a problem, but that's it. Did have the land. That's nice. Alright. We will have Night Pack up shortly. let him attack, and then we'll block with the Trickster. They may have a counterspell, but Grixis decks usually don't tend to play counterspells. Sure, that's fair. Maybe I should have played the island, not sure. They most definitely have a Bedevil in hand, so... Yep. There it is. And then we're going to flash this in, and then we will block it. So we just used a lot of cards to get rid of him, but that Dreadhorde was going to get big quickly. Alright. And now we can just sit tight until we can get protection for the Night Pack. 100% has removal. I'm not going to cast this Night Pack into that. They are stuck on lands, which is good. They've just got a ton of removal in their hand. Okay, I can't defend it very well with Syncopate just yet. Okay, they're going to have to discard next turn. Okay, now's where we're going to pull the trigger. If they don't hit a land drop... Okay, they do hit the land. Hopefully they play something like Bedevil. Yep, which is good. Yeah, we're just going to use this now. Nope, can't do that. I'm a bad player. Okay, now we have been drawing a ton of cards. A ton of lands, though, whereas our opponent has not. But I'm going to hold the island in hand, so if he plays Nicol Bolas... Grixis has been a good matchup. Wow, so many lands. Bedevil, no, sir. I do lose the 3/3, which is unfortunate, but... Okay. He has no idea we had 2 lands in hand. So we were flooding pretty hardcore there. What are we going to do? Okay, Veil of Summer is actually going to come in because they play a lot of discard. Disdainful Stroke, negate. Okay, what's coming out? Disdainful Strokes might not be necessary. Essence Scatter is probably one. Merfolk Trickster is definitely one. Oh, they are playing the Dreadhorde Butcher, though. Forgot about that. That's interesting. Spell Pierce is probably fine. Okay, I'm just going to take out the Disdainful Strokes. We actually didn't see any spells that were that expensive from them. Sailor. I'm just going to assume that Essence Capture is not going to be good enough. I don't think they play enough creatures for me to just focus on that. Plus, I'm going to be on the draw, so Butcher will typically land on turn 2. It's crazy to think that last game we would have lost, but we had 3 creatures to take him out. Man, this could be risky, but it seems good. If we draw lands, we're golden. Okay, good. So there's a land. Here comes the Thought Erasure. Yep. Probably take the Cutthroat. That makes sense too. they're going to have just a bunch of removal. So, seems good. Nice and Ugin. Wow. Okay, next turn we'll have Frilled Mystic and Nightpack Ambusher up. Here comes Nicole Bolas. I think I just got to get rid of Trickster here. It's unfortunate. So Bolus is a fast clock. Okay. That may be too much. I'm gonna start just jamming threats. Yeah, he's gonna kill really quickly. We just gotta get this Brineborn bigger. What just happened? Did they have no interaction? That might have just been the game. I don't know what just happened there, but we are killing next turn. So, yeah. I will gladly just sit here. And keep making 3/3s. Sure, I guess. Right? That's not particularly scary currently. I probably could have fought over that, but I chose to not to. Okay, well, we're just drawing a lot of gas here. I think we're just going to smash in with everything, right? Probably should have done that last time. And they take 6. And they're dead next turn. Nice, nice play. Alright, we can fight over 2 things. Alright, wow. So a quick 2-0 versus Grixis. That felt really good. Grixis has actually been a really good matchup. I don't think I've lost to it yet with this deck, so we'll do another. Alright, here we go again. We are on the draw. And like all hands with no lands, this would be great if it had lands. And this is fine. I think I'm just going to get rid of one of the captures. We will need to draw green, obviously. Oh, they mulligan to 5. Alright. Nice. Oh, there's our green mana. So we'll be playing another Thought Erasure deck. Okay. Well, if we can get down Brineborn, then we've got counters for days. So, sure. Yep, that's the correct one to take. They might have Disfigure. And we just drew the negate. That felt good. They don't seem to be having white lands, so maybe they're just straight up blue-black. They're most definitely just blue-black. I think I'm just going to let that happen. Nice. We can fight over that. That 2. Okay, we'll kill Narset and we'll get in for some damage. Well, if he has a counterspell, then we basically lose on the spot. So that could be bad. Okay. He did not have the counterspell. Alright, now we're in the driver's seat. And he's probably dead next turn. We're still missing on lands. We can't play our Frilled Mystic. But man, Sinister Sabotage is so good. Vraska's Contempt. Let's just not. Let's just not and say we didn't. Alright. Blue-black control. So it's going to be the same. And this ladder is all combo and all control. Veil Summer. Negate. I don't know if I want to bring in Disdainful Strokes. I don't think we saw any creatures, so Essence Scatter is coming out again. And I'll take out 1 Unsummon, I think. See, I did cut down to 3 Tricksters recently. We'll see how that works. Just because, I'm just fighting combo and control left and right. Now, thankfully, this deck is good against those, typically. Esper's a hard fight. Huh. This is very tempting. No. Grow up. This is better. Probably get rid of Night Pack. We just want lots of interaction early on. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This is an interesting deck. I would love to see their deck list. Gemaho. No Thought Erasure. Okay. Sure. I'm just going to get this going. Okay, well that's great. Now we've got a clock, we've got protection from Thought Erasure. Everything's feeling happy. Yep. This might just be a budget deck, maybe that's what's going on, but when I first started this game was in... Oh, that's rough. That's tough. Okay, well that's a thing. I'm just gonna sit tight, and then we will double block this thief here. Kill it. That was a nice draw. So it was a 2-for-1. Thief is literally the worst. Oh my word, that's tough. That might be game right there. And I missed on lands. I can't really deal with a flyer. If there's nothing I can deal with, I'm just going to concede right here. Okay, that's quite frustrating. I think we're going to bring in the Shifting Ceratopses against that. What do I want to take out? Trickster. So I guess Trickster can take out Thief. So maybe I don't want to do that. Sailor's probably coming out. He doesn't really do much. Yeah, that was a beating, though. Well, we will be on the play. Yeah, Thief is good. All right. Absolutely be on the play. Yep. So we still are weak to Thief in that... Okay, good. We should be fine now. If they play Thought Erasure like that, we're just going to counter it so they can't resolve their Thief. It's important. And we'll have Frilled Mystic next turn, which will be great. I guess that's fine, right? Man, that Legion's End. It's gotten that twice. Nope, gotta do this, right? We can still protect. Okay, just gotta make sure. Enemy number one is Thief of Sanity, so... Sure. I'm just gonna do that. They can't... Might as well get my 2 for 1. They can kill Brineborn if they want. Okay. Alright, well, we're not doing hot here, but I'm just going to leave Narset alone. We do have a 6-turn clock, 5-turn clock. Okay. Huh. I don't know if that's what I want. I think I want action, right? That probably was a mistake. Yeah. They are baiting me to let Thief land. Sorry, mate. That would have been bad. Okay, there we go. That's better. Frilled Mystic on top. The world is much happier than it used to be. So you can actually still syncopate for 2. I think we're just going to do this, right? We just have so much disruption. Okay, I'm going to hold on to this Ceratops until they play a thief that resolves. What the heck? Do I want to fight over this? I think so. 4. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I fought over that. Thief is still GG. Well, actually, I have multitudes of ways to deal with it. Man, these thought erasures are so frustrating. So much discard, and I haven't drawn any of my Veil of Summer. Okay, well. Closing in. I'm going to drop Night Pack at the end of next turn. Alright. Wow, that was tense. Man, the threat of Thief is intense, especially when you don't have flying defense. So, I think I'm going to stop there for now. Yeah, Simic didn't feel like I was lacking anything without those black cards, so I'm probably just going to stick with that, and we'll see how it goes. Thankfully, didn't have to play any Scape Shift, but man, all these control matchups are so tough. But yeah, we'll stop there for now.